Audio Jungle.
Tesla shares soared in pre-market trading on Monday in an early indicator of Wall Street's reaction to Elon Musk's resignation as chairman. Shares were up by 15% by 7 a.m. to $307.38, their highest since Musk walked away from a deal with the SEC to settle their investigation against him on September 28. He had been negotiating with the commission to settle its case against him for tweeting on August 7 that he planned to take the company private for $420 a share after securing funding. The SEC complained that the tweet was fraudulent and misleading, asserting that he had never discussed such a buyout for that price. On Thursday, a deal was on the table, but Musk backed out at the last minute and the SEC responded by suing him. On Saturday, he settled unexpectedly, agreeing to pay a $20 million fine and promising to step down as chairman for 3 years. As part of the deal, Tesla must also pay a $20 million fine for not controlling him and his tweets. Insiders claim Musk had a verbal agreement with Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund to take the company private for $419 a share. He rounded the figure up to $420 in an attempt to amuse his rapper girlfriend Grimes because the number is synonymous with marijuana smoking, it was claimed, and prematurely tweeted about it to hit back at naysayers who were shorting the company by focusing on delays in the production of its Model 3 sedan. Musk, who is worth $25 billion, insisted that a real deal was on the table and that he was merely trying to be transparent when he shared the details on Twitter. On Monday morning, as stocks recovered from the scandal, he returned to social media with a bizarre tweet. It read, "Naughty by Nature," followed by a winking emoji and a link to the hip-hop band Naughty by Nature's 1991 song Up, which stands for Other People's Property. Over the weekend, he avoided any talk of the deal or SEC deal and responded to user complaints about the wait time for Tesla products. Last week, after walking away from the deal, he called the suit unjustified. This unjustified action by the SEC leaves me deeply saddened and disappointed. I have always taken action in the best interests of truth, transparency and investors. Integrity is the most important value in my life, and the facts will show I never compromised this in any way, he said in a statement. In its complaint, the SEC said Musk's statements, disseminated via Twitter, falsely indicated that, should he so choose, it was virtually certain that he could take Tesla private at a purchase price that reflected a substantial premium over Tesla stock's then current share price, that funding for this multi-billion-dollar transaction had been secured, and that the only contingency was a shareholder vote. In truth and in fact, Musk had not even discussed, much less confirmed, key deal terms, including price, with any potential funding source. Saturday's settlement brings an end to the months-long issue which has placed Musk's personal life under increased scrutiny. It included speculation that the tweet was a joking reference to marijuana and was intended to impress his rapper girlfriend Grimes. The SEC said in its filing he had recently learned of the link between 420 and marijuana and rounded up the estimated private buyout share price of $419 because she would find it funny. The figure 420 is synonymous with the drug because of April 20th, a day selected by cannabis smokers to celebrate the habit all over the country. Musk himself came under fire for smoking marijuana during an unhinged radio interview on September 7, which sent shares plummeting to $263. A 6-month low. It also coincided with the departure of Chief Accounting Officer Dave Morton, who quit days earlier, complaining in an SEC filing that he was not being listened to by the board or Musk. A confusing, rumor-fueled feud with rapper Azealia Banks also brought into question his leadership abilities. On Friday, with the company's future uncertain after Musk walked away from a deal, shares had plunged 9% to close at $264.77 a share. The SEC offered him a similar deal to the one he accepted on Saturday earlier in the week, but he walked away from it because, it was claimed by sources close to the matter, it would have restricted him from stating publicly that he did nothing wrong. It was cheaper fining him $10 million and requiring that he step down as chairman for 2 years. Under the settlement announced Saturday, Musk is giving up the chairman's role for 3 years but gets to remain as CEO. The complaint had sought his removal as chief executive as well. The deal will also put 2 new independent members on the board. Legal experts and many investors believe that could provide more oversight, an important move for a company of Tesla's size.